Hello, hello. Hi. How are you? Happy Tuesday. Waiting on a little bit more people to hop on. We'll get started. I'm waiting on my guest. I don't see her yet. How are you? I'm alright. It's raining and storming out here, but I'm safe and sound, thank God. Where are you out of? Where are you based? Or where do you live? Hello, there she is. Alright guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get started, if that is okay with you guys. So thank you. I'm turning this down a little bit. Thank you guys for joining me tonight at Real Talk Tuesday, where this is a show where I give people a platform to shine their light, especially entrepreneurs, and just people that are doing great things in this world. But tonight I'm super excited because I have a new addition to the show. But before I go into that, I want to also take the time out to say thank you to Tamika. If you guys missed that show, please go to my IG story, not my stories, but my IGTV. Or you can go to my YouTube and watch that show. It was really, really good. She does facials. She does nails. She basically has a all-inclusive spa where you can get everything done at once. Thank you again, Tamika, for that. I had a great time. And if you watched it, I know you did too. But tonight, I have a special guest named Janelle. And it's so funny because how we met. But before, let me just explain this edition. This edition is called Be a Kind Human, Be a Light. And in this show and both editions, when I talk to entrepreneurs and just people who I think are being a light in this world, are both based off of Matthew 5:14-16, which is, you are a light of the world, a city set on a hill that cannot be hidden. Nor do people light a lamp and put it under a basket, but on a stand, and it gives light to all in the house. In the same way, let your light shine before others, so that they may see your good works and give glory to your Father who is in heaven. So she's not an entrepreneur per se, but she is definitely somebody out here that is shining a light in this dark world. She is a light, and I'm super excited that I met her, and I'm super excited for this show tonight. And so how I met her, I actually was shopping, and she worked at the Family Dollar, and I remember going to the aisle, or getting my stuff and going to the cash register, where she checked me out, and I just remember her face just glowing, and I was like, oh my God, girl, like, your skin looks so beautiful, like, what are you using? And my good sis told me, girl, you're not gonna believe this. I was like, what? She was like, I actually got it from here. So hello. So she sent me down the aisle. She got me the stuff that I needed for my face. And y'all, it has done wonders. So shout out to that product at the Family Dollar, because it's like a serum, but it's so amazing. It's so good. I'm freezing up. I don't. Hold on. Can you guys see me? Is it okay? There we go. Sorry, it's a glitch, but yeah, it's so amazing. So guys, go get that product. Janelle, thank you. So without further ado, I'm gonna add her on now.
Hello. Okay. I hope it's not acting up. Let's see. Oh wait. It's pausing. Okay. I don't think I can hear you. Oh wait. I am so sorry. It's glitching right now and the connection is acting so horrible. Nope. No. No. Oh no. What connection?
Oh, I don't
Okay.
see.
Let's see. Okay. Hello.
You there
Okay.
we are. It's a glitch.
Okay.
I
Wait a
think
second.
the storm is trying to do things, sis.
Oh my goodness.
Can you see me?
I can see you. Yes, I can see you.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Thank God. Praise God.
Yes, yes, yes.
All right. So, guys, if you can see that dewy, beautiful skin, that's happening because I wanted this. I want this skin of hers. It's got the most beautiful skin.
Oh,
Like,
thank you.
oh my
You
God.
do too. Thank you.
Well, welcome to the show. I'm so glad that you're here.
Thank you. I'm so glad that you have me. Thank you so much for even wanting me to come on.
Yes, of course. So, if you're ready, I'm ready. We can jump in.
Yes, I'm ready. Yes,
All
I'm
right.
ready.
Okay, first question. Tell us your name and where you're from. And in your own words, how would you describe who you are?
Okay. Well, my name is Janelle Harrison. I'm from Detroit, Michigan, but I currently live in Atlanta, Georgia. And if I would describe who I am outgoing. Um, I'm silly. I'm goofy. I am kind. I don't know, and I just like to have a really good time. I have my moments where I'm to myself, but ultimately, like, I'm an all around, like, I just like to have fun. I like to enjoy life. I'm very adventurous. And when I mean adventurous, one of the things that I want to cross off my bucket list is to skydive. I want to do that.
Oh,
Yeah. And it's so crazy.
yeah, you can do
I
that by yourself, guys. Oh no,
Yeah, you know.
I
Yeah. Um. Ultimately, I think that when the time I'll be contemplating it, but I did it, just so like I can like conquer all my fears. Yeah. For real.
I love it. I love that. So I see you being alone, especially on your Instagram page.
Oh, thank you.
What is it that you do, and like, what are you trying to promote? And what do you want people to see when they come to your page and encounter you?
I just want them to feel the Lord's presence. I want them to know that in a world that is full of darkness, in a world that is chaotic, in a world that is very much so like cold-hearted, like the next person in this generation, I feel like the generation that we live in, the generation that I'm in, I don't know, everybody wants to like kind of fit in. I understand because that was once me, but ultimately, like, you can choose the righteous path and still not be perfect, because at the end of the day, it's only through Christ that we are perfect and righteous. But you can still choose to, have love. You don't have to like be cold hearted and all those other things. Like, you can still like, just, it's okay. It's okay to just be whole and healed, and just, it's okay to have joy. So ultimately, I just want them to feel peace. I want them to feel
Yeah,
joy, and I want them to feel love. So yes. I feel me. Yeah.
absolutely. So how old are you?
I am 25 years old. I'm sorry. I'm
No,
25.
I'm sorry. It's 25. Okay.
Yeah.
Amazing. So I guess when I first met you, like, we already talked about how your skin was the highlight of the visit, right? But I was just so amazed how you're so young and you were so bold about Christ. And guys, this is what sis said. Her comment was, I said, sis, your skin is so beautiful. Her comment was, it's the presence of the Lord.
City.
I was like, okay, sis, like, I'm about to steal that. I'm about to steal that. It's like, what in boldness to speak of what you do.
Yes. I'm so sorry. It was glitching a little bit, but I'm still hearing like the things that you are saying in your connection, but it was glitching a little bit.
Okay. Did you hear my question?
I did no wait. What was the last question before?
I was asking what inspired your boldness to speak about God the way you did, because that was your comment to me. Like, it's the presence of God.
Yes. You know, ultimately, I just want to make sure that I'm being humble before the Lord, and that whatever I do, I'm glorifying His name, and that I give it all back to Him. And I think it's very easy for people, even myself, to take all the credit. And I don't know. I just want to say that, like, I just can't be ashamed of Christ. I can't, and I have to tell myself that every day. I have to pray prayers every day, like, Lord, give me a boldness to walk with the power and authority that you have given me in this world. Even though people don't want to hear Him, they don't want to know His name, I'm still going to speak about His goodness. I'm still going to speak about His boldness. But ultimately, just spending time in His Word and Him healing me eternally. And I don't know, it's just, I will never forget when I was in a season where I was homeless, and I was seeking Him so much. And I remember I was watching a word on YouTube, and I remember a woman literally said, and it was a prophetic word, and she said, if you seek the Lord with your whole entire heart, He will give you a glow that no facial care, and no body skincare, and nothing could ever, like, just, and I was like, I feel that. I really feel that. And
Wow.
I was just like, wow, God, I got to seek you. Not because of that, but I just, as you just be in his presence, his light, it will bask on you, and eventually, like, people see it. So I just wanted to give him the glory in that. I'm not. I sometimes I try not to make it into like this whole sermon, but I try to give him the glory out of everything, because it's just like, why not? Like, So
Yeah.
yeah.
Absolutely. I love it. So your Instagram name, how you like come up with this name?
I know that here to just end. I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna start that ministry. I'm gonna start it. But and ultimately, it's like your ministry can be wherever the Lord leads you to do. Like, your ministry doesn't have to be like a. But I remember I was in my car and I was like, okay, well, what do I want this to be called? I know that it could have been called like Janelle Harrison Ministries or just whatever. But I was like, you know what? I'm gonna really take this in prayer, because I feel like God, whenever you speak to me, it's very like, I don't know. I want it to be, it's prophetic. So I'm like, okay, well, Lord, what should this be? And I just kept hearing like prophetically spoken. So I was just like, okay, prophetically spoken ministries. So that's how I came about prophetically spoken ministries. So yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Of course, you're being a light on your Instagram page where you got this name and you came up with this. So, what is it that you promote and want people to see when they come to your page? Exactly. Like, how everybody says you need a niche. What is your niche for your
Mm, what is my niche? Oh, that's a good question. Hmm. I want people to be inspired, and I want them to feel encouraged. I want them to feel set free. I want them to know that no matter what you're going through, you're not the only one that's going through it. Even if we're not in the same seasons, I've been through it. I will go through it. Um, and that at the end of the day, like, you're not alone. You have someone else that's here with you. And, I just want it to feel like just a family, just you can do whatever you want to do. You can be whoever you want to be. You can speak however you feel, if you just have the faith and have the courage to. So just really inspire and encourage and motivation.
Yes. And that is exactly what I felt and I think when I did go to your page. It was very inspiring, very motivating, and very encouraging. So you're definitely doing what you're wanting to do.
Oh,
It's coming through your page. So
thank
yes.
you.
Um, so tell us about your journey. We want to get to know you more. Like I don't know you personally. So, what is your journey like? When did you even commit to changing your life and just, devoting your life to Christ?
Wow. Okay. Woo. It's all I can say is, man, it's been a journey. Okay. So I always grew up in church, but I just never had like that intimate connection with God. I've never had that intimate personal relationship, but I've always wanted it. And I've shared some of my testimony on my IG, but around 2018, I was just really depressed. I don't know that people, they show depression in such a different way. Some people show it in forms of like sadness. Some people show it in forms of happiness. For me personally, it was in forms of happiness. Like, I know what it feels like to be around people and still feel alone. And I
Mm.
know that year I was going through a lot mentally, emotionally, and I feel like God was like trying to awaken me spiritually. I feel like he was trying to open my eyes to a lot, and he really was. And I feel like he was calling me to something higher and greater, but I was still running away from it, because I'm just like, I don't know, this is just a lot. This a lot. This is a
Mm.
lot. And just you have to be sick and tired of yourself. Like, that's really what I was at. I was just really tired of myself, and I was just like, you know what, there's a scripture where it says that God is close to the brokenhearted and the downtrodden, and I just got to a place for me where I was just like, you know what, I need help. I need help. I can't do anything without you. Like, I need help. And I'll never forget, I went to church, and that was the first time I ever went to a church where there were like prophets and things like that. And just to make a long story short, from that, the woman laid hands on me, and afterwards, I like felt she like prophesied over my life, but I felt very free. I felt very, very free, and I was like, wow, I feel like I know what freedom and liberation means. Like, I feel like, wow, I know how people feel when they literally talk about Jesus Christ. And so, although I was like so happy I was free, I was still like, God is my witness, Jesus is my Lord, my Savior. I was still struggling with things that I needed to be set free from. I was still struggling with like bondage. I was still struggling with things, but I know for a fact that wherever the Lord sent me, no matter if He was sending me somewhere and I was smoking weed with them folks, I was preaching the word. I was preaching the gospel. And ultimately, just to speed that up, when I moved to Atlanta at the end of 2020 for me was another year of exposure. And I feel like that was a year where God was like, you are going to stop running. You are going to stop running. Because I told you I went to the church at 2018, and then 2019, it was a back and forth for me because I felt like I was ready, but I just wasn't ready. And 2020 was just that year where He gave me spiritual eyes. He gave me discernment. He was allowing me to see into the spiritual realm. He was allowing me to see the way that He sees. He was allowing me. And I was just like, wow, God, this is a lot. I don't really know how to take this in. And I went through another season where, I think we all have those seasons where God is elevating you and you outgrow people. Not anything bad, some people are just seasons and reasons, but ultimately God will expose your snakes, the hidden enemies. Let's be honest, it's very real. They out here. And that's just where I was. And so I was like, wow, okay, you know what? When I moved to Atlanta, because I'm from Detroit, but it was just so much happening in Detroit. And I was like, well, I feel like I'm outgrowing Detroit. So I need to go. And God is just so good, because I didn't even have the funds to go. Like, literally, like maybe a month before, I was like, I don't even have the money to go, but I know that God is telling me to move to Atlanta. And He came through with almost like 1,500, a little bit more than 1,500, and I was able to move and get an apartment and get a car and like everything else. And so I moved to Atlanta. And when I moved to Atlanta, I just felt a shift, because I know that I was praying prayers like, okay, well, God, thank you, Holy Spirit. Okay, so I used to write on, like those boards that you just write up on your wall, like just your daily goals or things that you want to change, or habits. And I remember me saying, like, I wanted to grow deeper with God. I wanted to get to know Him more. And I wanted to, like, just a lot of other things that I think back now that I was praying that I didn't realize I was praying. And He was taking me deeper, and He was taking me higher. And after a while, I just didn't feel the same. I felt like, you know what? I didn't feel like smoking weed anymore. Around the time I was doing, like, well, we could say secular music, but at the end, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that, but God called me out of that. But what I will say, and I was working on that kind of music, and that was just something like He totally switched everything up for me. Like, He stopped me in my tracks. And I remember one night I had a dream, and I woke up and I was like, wow, I'm about to stop smoking. I stopped smoking. I stopped. It was just really a lot. It was a lot. And I think that was the first time I was like, wow, God, okay, I'm going to stop running, and I'm going to answer the call. I'm going to answer the call. I'm going to answer the call. It's not easy. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't want to, but I was like, I'm going to answer it, because obviously it's something that you're trying to get through me. You're trying to use me and whoever else you want to use. So it's just been a journey. That's all I can say. It's been a journey. And that was like November of 2020 when I completely just surrendered. Where I completely just surrendered. I'm so sorry. Where I completely just surrendered my life to Him, and I was just trying to learn true obedience and learning more about Him and His word, and like His promises that He had for my life, and just trying to be in alignment with His will for my life. And I did not think that the way he would have me go about that in my next season, was to be homeless. But
Oh.
yeah, even in that season, it taught me joy. It taught me joy, and it taught me that no matter what I go through, no matter my circumstances, no matter my situation, no matter where I'm at in life, like when you have Christ, you have all you need. And it's so easy to say. It's so easy to say and hard to do. Because even now, I'm like, okay, Lord. But that season taught me that He provided. So, yeah, it's
No, absolutely. That is a moving story. So,
oh,
here at Real Talk Tuesday, we are all about the homeless. I've done this not last year, but the year before. Me and my friends went out and just gave back to the homeless. I really like a heart and a passion for homeless people, and a lot of people, that's why I try to say, like, don't judge homeless people. You don't know their backstory. Just like if I seen you out in the street, people are gonna identify you as, oh, she's, just all these bad labels, and not know who you really are, where you came from. You moved from a whole nother state here, like not even identifying like your circumstances. People just look at homeless people as just not good, I'm not gonna help, just that type of thing. So that is just amazing here that you endure all of that and you still are about it.
yeah.
It's just amazing. So I know, like, in these seasons and in these storms, I see that you sing. And I am a singer too. So I know, like, when I get depressed, when I am sad, I sing. So is this something that you do? Like, is this something that you want to pursue full time? Or is this just a hobby or fun? And do you even sing at church? Like,
Okay, so I grew up in the choir singing. And I used to do like, okay, so I grew up in the choir singing at church, and I also grew up in the choir singing in school. I went to Detroit School of Arts, and Aaliyah was actually the first graduating class. Yeah, Aaliyah.
what?
Yes. And I used to do like solo ensembles and state solo ensembles. I used to be in like music theater where I would like go around singing with other like young people and things like that. But when when I grew up, I was like, okay, well, I know that I can sing, but I didn't know that God had gifted me in that area that much, because of a lot of other reasons. But that's just not something that I ever thought doing. And I remember I was singing in church, and I was singing around my friends. And I think around 2018, that's another year where I was like, okay, well, you know what? I'm gonna start making covers on Instagram. And I started making covers on Instagram just because it was just a lot of tunes in me, and I just wanted to get the tunes out.
Get
And
the get the tunes out, okay?
and um people were just telling me, and it's not that you need validation from people, but people were just telling me like,
Yeah.
wow, like this is like, wow, you like when you sing, like, oh my goodness, you give me chills, or just that case. And I was just like, oh, okay, well, thank you. But then ultimately I was like, wow, I think that this is something I want to do. And now that I really want to do it, because it's a gift that God has placed me in, ultimately it's because I want to like bring it back to him. It's healing, and it's very therapeutic. And I know that sometimes when I sing, like it, girl, I'm sorry, I wasn't trying to go there, but I know it really pleases the Lord, because I get chills sometimes when I sing to him. But it's very therapeutic, it's very healing, and it is something that I want to pursue full time. It's definitely something I want to pursue full time, along with a lot of other things. But that I believe that is also ultimately one of my gifts and callings that he has called me to do. So, like, yeah, it's just like I said, therapeutic. It's very healing, and it brings me joy. I could be going through like a really hard time, and when I start singing, it's just like I feel so much better. Like it's just, it brings a lot of peace and ease. So yes, definitely something that I want to pursue forever, 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 ever.
Yes, Janelle. So I know with singing, it's levels. It's levels to this, right? So do you want to be like? Do you want to be out in the front? Because some people are good. Do you want to be a background singer solo? Like, what you trying to do, sis? Like, what's the goal?
Okay, I want to be solo. I'm singing. I have my moments where I'm like, I want to do solo. I want to go solo.
Okay.
I used to think that that was. I think there's anything wrong with that. But yeah, no, I definitely do want to go solo for sure. Like I wouldn't mind like a solo album. I wouldn't mind like a
No.
solo tour, but I also wouldn't mind like a joint album with somebody or like a joint tour.
Yeah.
You know, I don't mind.
Okay, sis. Okay. Yes. What are some of your hobbies, like besides like what you do on Instagram? I hate that this is glitching. It's still glitching on my end. Can you
Mhm.
hear me?
Mhm. I can hear you. Yeah.
Okay. Did you hear that question?
Oh, what are my hobbies outside of? Okay,
Yes.
I love skating.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I love skating. It's so therapeutic for me. Like I just feel like I'm floating on air. I don't know how to explain it, but it's just so like it's just so much freedom in it. It's just like, man, that's another thing that's therapeutic for me. Skating, like, I just, it's a release. It's really a release for me. It's just a release. Another thing that I like to do outside of skating, um, I like to work out. Working out is also very therapeutic for me. It's just something about when you're working out, when you get your thoughts out, and get your everything that you're feeling. When you just, I don't know, you just be feeling like, period. So I don't know, but it's very therapeutic for me. Um, Another thing, another hobby, I like to read. I haven't been reading a lot lately, but that is something that I realized that I know eventually I'm gonna, get better at. But I do like to read. Um, but ultimately, like that's it. I love nature. I love nature. I love going on
Yeah.
walks. Um, I love taking pictures of nature. I don't know. I just love being in nature. Just so like, ooh, it's just you feel so good. I also like to
So,
dance.
oh, you like to dance?
I like to
I
dance
mean,
too. Yes,
sis,
I do like to dance.
what do you not do, sis? You skate, you sing, you dance, you like to read. Yeah, oh, you can sing. I mean, you're just an all
Oh,
around girl. I love it.
oh,
I love
thank
it.
you. Oh, thank
You're
you.
welcome. So when you say you like to skate, now I can skate, but I can't do no tricks. Like, can you skate on that level? Like, when I think of skate, I'm from Georgia and been in Atlanta a minute now. So when I think of skating, think of like, roll bounce, all of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Cascade, skating on one foot, like, skating backwards. Like, is this what you do, sis? Or you just get on a thing and you can just hang on like I can? I can float with the crowd, but I can't do no tricks.
You know what? I can definitely flow with the crowd. I grew up around skaters. My dad used to skate, and I know the skating scene is real big in Detroit as well. And every Friday in elementary school, me and my friends, we would always go skating. Every Friday, every Friday, we would go skating, and I would just love it. Like I definitely have rhythm. I got a little bounce. I can skate backwards just a little bit, but as far as like the tricks and stuff, no. But I do want to get there. I do want to get there, but ultimately, like I flow. I flow, but I can't do them tricks, girl. But we just gonna say that we got it because we gonna get it, girl. We gonna get it. We gonna get it. But yeah.
Yes, we gonna get it. We can flow together though. I can flow all day long. We can flow.
Yeah.
We can flow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you could take anything back or change anything in your life, what would it
I'm sorry, it was glitching. What was the question again?
It is if you could take back or change anything in your life, what would it be?
Mm. Mm. You know what? If I could really go back, I would tell my younger self. Mm. I would just tell my younger self that she just didn't need to fit in, and not only did she not need to fit in, it's okay that you were different instead of apart, and to just be confident and love yourself no matter what. Um, that's really it. I would just go back and give her my younger self like pep talks, but that's really it. Like I think everything happens for a reason, and everything that did happen, it was for growth for me, and it taught me wisdom. I know that it'll continue to teach me wisdom because, girl, I know I'm gonna continue to like not be perfect and mess up, but like, yeah, no, like that's really it. Everything that I did, girl, it really just made me who I am. If I'm being honest, that's it.
No, I feel it. I completely understand. I hate that this is glitching.
Hmm.
Like I'm up. I see myself now. I'm so sorry, guys. I think I don't know the weather because it's rain. Is it raining over there where you are?
Hmm.
Yeah, it is raining like cats and dogs over here.
Hmm.
Okay, we have made it to the end, Janelle. We finally made it to the end. I'm so glad. Thank you guys for this glitchy, glitchy moment. But last question. How would you like to continue being a light in this world? And how would you like your light to shine when you're gone?
Mm. Mm. Can you say it one more time for me?
Yeah, I can. How would you like to continue being a light in this world? And how would you like your light to shine when you're gone?
I'm sorry.
You're fine.
Okay. Oh, you were done with the question?
Yeah, did you hear it? I thought
Oh,
I was
okay.
lagging.
Okay, you said how would I continue being a light in this world, and then how would I like my light to shine when I'm gone?
Yes.
Mm. Just by being your true authentic self, unapologetically you, being comfortable in your skin. When you are true to who you are, when you are true to yourself, it shows. It shows. It shows. And ultimately, you want to make sure that when you are gone, excuse me, I'm sorry. By the way, I don't mean to like disregard the question, but I have a slight cold, so I don't know if I look a little bit sick, but I have a slight cold. But ultimately, when I am gone, or when whoever is going, you just want to make sure that while you were here, that it was just something that people will remember you by. Um, however you inspired them, however you encouraged them, however you were used in their life, you want to be remembered by something. And as I'm saying this, it was a video that I watched, and her name is Latoya Okia. She's a life coach, and she literally says, "When you die, what will you be remembered by?" And I don't think a lot of people think about that because at the end of the day, a lot of people don't know where they're going. And I remember her saying, like, because I would speak about death with people, and they'd be like, "I don't want to hear that," but it's like, no, you need to hear that. You got
Mm-hmm.
to hear that because you need what you're gonna be remembered by.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, you
It's
live to die.
about a
So
legacy. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So just like a legacy, you know, not I don't know, I'm not trying to be big, like I'm not saying like that, but you just want to be like an inspiration. And ultimately, however you, when you're around people, you want to be remembered like about how you made them feel. Yeah, yeah. That's ultimately. Let's sit on that.
Beautiful, beautiful soul. I'm
Oh, thank
freezing.
you. You do too.
I, can you hear me?
Yes, you do too. Thank you so much. You do too.
Thank you. But yes, you are doing great things. She's 25, guys, and she's out here changing the world. Please tell everybody to follow you, Janelle, so they can continue seeing light shine on a daily basis.
Yes, thank you. You guys can follow me at prophetically spoken ministries. That's PROP. I'll actually just write it, but prophetically spoken ministries. And by the way, I'll be 26 next week. So
Ah, happy birthday!
yes, thank you so much. That's absolutely kind of you.
Oh,
Thank
so
you.
she said, I'm about to be 26.
No, no. No, I've never been excited about my birthday the way that I am now. I don't know why. It's just different, but that's really why I'm just excited, you know. So yes, but I'll put my Instagram in the comment section below. Right now, I would do that.
Yes. Oh, follow-up question. Now, I know we talked about you loving fitness. It looked like you like kind of shared your journey about on your page. How has
Yes.
that been?
Okay. Um. Woo. I'm sorry. Excuse me. Um. My fitness journey has definitely been just that, a journey. I started back in 2020. Literally, I think I just got to a place where I was like, you know what? I want to lose some weight. You know, I want to lose some weight. I started to become confident in some areas, but some areas I was like lacking it. And I was like, you know what? I'm about to just like get in my backyard and I'm about to work out. And I literally, it was so hot that summer. And my car, I used to literally sit in my car and I used to write music. And I used to just wear my waist trainer and my little plastic wrap. And I used to sit in my car and I used to write music. And I used to just like a little sauna. I used to sit in there like a
Mm-hmm.
sauna. And I used to do that. And I used to like, I was door dashing as well. So I would wake up every morning. I would do like lemon water. I would do like lemon and basil water. I would do like strawberry water. I tried cucumber water. It's not really for me, but yeah, no, like I would do that, and I just started eating healthy. Um, I had my moments, and I still have my moments now, but it as time progressed, it started to come down. It started to come down. Started to come down. I drink a lot of water. I think for about maybe a year or two, I wasn't drinking pop. Well, I'm from up north. We say pop. We don't say
Yeah.
soda.
Mhm.
I wasn't drinking pop. And I actually just started back like maybe last year. It really wasn't on everyday type stuff. It really was because I went to Juicy Crab and like I wanted ginger ale and I just wanted to burp from the Juicy Crab. You just need that good strong like
Oh my,
but
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
no, but last year in March I did a 21-day Daniel fast, and it was actually from one of my sisters on YouTube. She has a ministry, and she did a 21-day Daniel fast. And I was like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna do this fast with her. And literally, when I tell you, I mean, I got clarity and a lot of other things, but it was no meat, no dairy, nothing, just like vegetables and fruit. Or if you did eat bread, it was like pita bread, like whole grain pita bread, but no dairy, no milk, no cheese, no meat, no nothing. And I did that for 21 days, and that also played a big part in my diet. I lost a lot of weight from that. But even before then, like I told you, I was homeless, and like my first week me being homeless, I didn't have no food, no money, so I lost weight from that stuff too. And I just learned fast. I learned fasting and prayer. And fasting and prayer, I was like losing weight. And it was like a spiritual, it was like a supernatural weight loss that was happening. And as the time progressed, I just was working out every day. I was just doing it every day. I was literally going to the gym every day, every day, every day. Because like I said, like I was in my car. So I would go to the gym and I would take showers, you know, and then go back to my car. But that's another reason why, like, I was just going every day, every day, every day, every day, every day, nonstop. And then after a while, I lost so much weight, I wasn't even paying attention. It just became. I remember my brother came to visit me last year, and they saw me, and it was like, "Girl," I even looked at myself and was like, "Wow," you know. But even now, like, I'm trying not to eat so much sweets because sometimes I eat my chips, y'all. I eat my chips, you know, and my Chipotle and stuff like that with the cheese. And I know sometimes it be a lot, but I'm still on it though, you know. It's still a journey, but you know,
It's a journey.
yeah,
It's a journey.
yeah.
But I'm so proud of you, Janelle. So proud
Thank
of you.
you.
Like
Thank you.
I said, I don't even really know you personally, but from our encounter, you shine love. You shine very bright. And just to hear your
Thank
story,
you.
to hear where you come from and how you've made it through these tests and trials is just amazing. So keep pressing forward, keep being an amazing person, keep being a light. We love you here. I'm always here if you need me. And I'm so
Yeah.
proud of
Oh,
you. Yes,
thank you.
you're welcome. So tell everybody one last time how to follow you again.
Okay. So you guys can follow me at prophetically underscore spoken ministries. I put it in the comment section. I'm going to put it back in there one more time. But prophetically spoken prophetically spoken ministries. Oh wait. Uh-oh, put
And
too
people are
high.
here wishing you happy birthday. Erica said she
Okay.
wants to be skating with you.
Prophetically spoken ministries. Prophetically underscore spoken ministries.
And I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful night.
Yes, thank
Bye.
you so much. You too. And thank you for having me.
Of course.
Yeah.
Bye, y'all.
All right.